Hey there, welcome back to gggaming. So finally, we have a new 7-star Tera Raid boss. Well, sort of new. It started last weekend, but I was not around, so we doing a video now to take care of the Iron Valiant 7-star Tera Raid boss. Don't have the other version of the game, at least not far enough in it that I can actually do that boss, so I can't do anything for you. But I will give you a couple recommendations for soloing your Roaring Moon as well. But we're going to focus primarily on Iron Valiant for this video. Got two really cool builds, including one non-traditional one. It's just a lot of fun. So let's do it. Okay, so let's jump into this Iron Valiant real quick and just kind of take a quick look at what you're up against when you're trying to solo. This guy is a 7-star Tera Raid boss, of course, so he is extra strong, and he usually has they usually have a unique set of moves and abilities, etc., that just sort of make the fight frustrating if you don't come up against it right. So he's a fairy Terra type, so that's the only thing you have to worry about is that fairy, which has two weaknesses, which are steel and poison. We are going to show you two builds, one being poison, one being electric, because the other one's just for fun, which is Maridon. It works pretty well, but we'll show you that one as well. He's got the moves Spirit Break, Aura Sphere, Zen Headbutt, and Shadow Ball. Three of those all have extraordinarily annoying secondary effects, so you are really going to want to run a Covert Cloak as a held item, regardless of what Pokemon that you use against this guy. That Spirit Break is guaranteed to drop the special attack stat, which is rough. Aura Sphere doesn't have anything other than the fact it just never misses. Zen Headbutt can make you flinch, which is extremely frustrating in a 7-star Tera Raid boss. And the Shadow Ball, of course, drops a special defensive stat. And not to mention, he's got a speed of 294. So there's not a whole lot of Pokemon that outspeed him, except for Maridon. He does, out of the gate. So that's what we have to deal with. Otherwise, his defensive stats aren't too bad. Nothing too much to worry about there. His attack and special attack stats pretty high, almost 300 each. So when it comes to the actual raid boss, make sure, yeah, we're good. So you can see that over there. So those four moves. And then he has additional moves, which are Electric Terrain and Sword Dance. He's going to use that Sword Dance very late in the fight. As we see down here, let's see, Sword Dance goes up at 40% HP. The Petulant build that I'm going to show you will actually take care of him in one hit prior to him ever using Sword Dance, which is really, really cool. So you won't even have to worry about the latter 50% of this fight, because we're going to straight just knock out the entire second half of this thing in one hit, which is really cool. And then other than that, he's going to put down Electric Terrain, which helps your Maridon build, so that's going to be cool. Make sure you check that video out. And then the stat resets for himself at 85 and 45. The 45% HP won't even matter. He's going to get knocked out before that one ever triggers. And then the player stat resets at 65% HP. That's kind of the key milestone that we got to pay attention to when we go through this fight. That'll make much more sense if you check out the showcase. Hopefully you do, on at least Petulant, because it's the best and hands down easiest one to solo this with. But you are going to need a Intimidate NPC to make this thing easier. So go back over here and go over to my YouTube box real quick. And then when it comes to an Intimidate NPC, here's what I'm talking about. So these bottom three rows of Pokemon, switch this over to this view so you get a little better view. The bottom three rows are all the NPCs that could be matched up randomly in a battle. Check out the video link down there in the description, related videos on how to lock your party. I do have my party locked, or at least will when I do this, to have an Intimidate NPC in there, so I don't have to guess. I already will know it's there. Arcanine, Tauros, or Staraptor, all really, really good in this fight. Jump in there, get one of those, and you're going to be good to go. If you can get Bellebolt as well, it's even better. Not required. You will probably get knocked out twice without a Bellebolt, but if you have a Bellebolt, you're going to get knocked out once. Bellebolt puts up Light Screen, which takes care of a lot of damage from those special attacks. The Intimidate NPCs, of course, drop the attack stat, which gets rid of Iron Valiant's, really his drive to use Spirit Break and Zen Headbutt. He's not going to use those as much because the attack stat is dropped, so he will focus on Aura Sphere and Shadow Ball. Now, Petulant, in this case, the one we are going to use, this is the build you're going to put against this guy, or on this guy. The Acid Spray, Nasty Plot, Recover, and Malignant Chain. This will make more sense when we do the actual showcase. We'll show you this build again, and then what to do with it. The only thing you have a weakness to here is the um, Zen Headbutt. Because that attack gets dropped, you no longer have that weakness, as well as the Shadow Ball. But once you terrestrialize into full poison, you're no longer going to be weak there. So that'll make more sense. Check out that showcase. It's going to be really good. Otherwise, an Intimidating PC. Going to run Petra as a showcase item. We're going to run Miraidon as a showcase. Going to be really, really cool. Check these out. And of course, it's Shiny Miraidon. That's why we figured this one out, so that you can use that brand new Shiny Miraidon that you have. Hopefully, have. We won't get into the absolute disaster of that, of a code distribution system that they chose for that one. But if you did get it, you got lucky. We'll show you a build to go ahead and solve this. So go check out the showcases. We'll have the one for Miraidon, which is going to be immediately following this. And then the one for Petra and Miraidon, both immediately following this. See you over there.